Hi, Cathy. I have spent about a third of my life here in the United States. And that third of my life has probably been the best part of my life. And that wouldn't have been possible without the foundation that you gave me to be able to um, build myself up here in this country. So I'm really grateful for you for being able to do that, for giving me the opportunity to come to the country, and for creating the opportunity for so many other people by creating such a beautiful program.
Thank you so much for everything that you've done for me and our fellow MV students. You have been so instrumental in everything in my career these past 10 years. You've given me introductions, feedback, advice. You've been a shoulder for me to cry on when things have gone bad. I'm so grateful for that, and wishing you the best in your retirement.
I was very blessed to have Cathy as my professor for both undergrad and master's. I appreciate the time and effort you put into bringing out the best in us. You are a great listener. I always feel very welcome and heard every time I talk with you. And that is one of the greatest lessons I learned from you outside of class.
Cathy, I'm here to celebrate your retirement. So sad to hear you're going, but you've done an incredible job with the program. I'm so thankful to have participated. It's taught me so much. It gave me a framework for how to pitch product, how to talk business, I think I learned a future I have in sales. I spoke for the first time to Fernanda in your classroom, who's now my wife. I failed your exam for the first time, and then we had a meeting about it, and I think that's when we first truly connected, and I'm so thankful for it.
The most important thing Cathy taught me is simply how the media industry evolved over the last century. Now, the answer may seem very basic, and it's also way too on the nose, but it means everything to me. These lessons help open up a whole new dimension for me to understand how the media entertainment business function. It also helped me connect the dots between media and technology, and it made me love this industry in a whole new way.
Every time I tell my story to somebody, I always have to start with that, dramatic and very fateful evening when you got on that Skype call with me. It literally is one of those pivotal life moments that changes everything. I'm so blessed that you decided to take a chance on me and bring me into the Media Ventures program. I would always tell my family that you're like my personal Professor McGonagall from Harry Potter.
What makes Cathy a great professor is her love for her students. Whether it was helping me with my coursework or thesis project, anytime I had a question, needed advice, or sometimes just needed somebody to listen, Cathy was always there, and for that I can't thank you enough.
What makes Cathy such a great professor is her passion for entertainment and television and her passion for her students. On the entertainment and TV side, she didn't focus just on the past and present, but where the industry was headed. And that was something I really appreciated as a student. And on Cathy's passion for her students, she just has so much empathy and genuinely cares about everyone's success and happiness. I certainly felt that way. Thank you so much, Cathy, for your kindness and your support, and congratulations on your retirement.
When we met, I was a nervous and broke kid with a dream from Indiana. And not just that first year, but along my entire journey, you've always been there, ready to lend a helping hand and encourage me along the way. I wouldn't have made it this far without you. So I just want to say thank you for everything that you have meant to my life. Enjoy a very well-deserved retirement.
You impacted my life. Because I was able to see your vision with this program, and now that I'm finishing this program, I'm inspired to create my own vision. Thank you so much. We'll miss you.
Honestly. And for me, honestly, at the beginning of the semester, you guided me to listen to my inner voice and listen to my gut feeling, which has made me trust myself more. And I think that because of you, and thank you so much, I'm now trusting the journey that I'm on, thanks to you and thanks to this program and your vision. So we're going to miss you so much. Thank you.
The most important thing that Cathy taught me came a year after I was out of the program, and she told me, don't quit before your miracle happens. And I've always kept that with me, even though it might not be the one that you're expecting. You always have to keep going. And Cathy, I hope you come across many more miracles in your retirement that you were never expecting.
I still remember waving out to you as a nervous grad student on the day of orientation, fully aware of your reputation as a tough one. And within the year, you were at my wedding. So I think it's safe to say that you've had an enormous impact on my life. I think my biggest takeaway from your teachings is thoroughness, whether it was for a day test, an application, or even just my thesis. You taught me to think one step ahead, be prepared for the tough questions that always be thrown at you, and just increased my expectations from myself. And I cannot thank you enough for it.
You've given me so many opportunities to grow, from the moment that you encouraged me to apply to Media Ventures as a student, all the way through the moment that you suggested I should teach a class at Boston University, Los Angeles. Thank you for believing in me, for seeing something there that I didn't really see at the beginning, and for teaching me everything from just your composure and the way that you go about teaching class, and then that real, very human connection that you have with everybody. I know that I will not forget that, and I will try to honor it every day.
What makes Cathy such an incredible mentor is the fact that she genuinely cares about her students and their passions. She quite literally built a program where students could build ideas and grow them and create. And I think what makes Cathy so special as an instructor is the fact that she shares all of her wealth of knowledge and wisdom and experience, but on top of that, genuinely cares about what the students are hoping to pursue. And I'm so thankful for all of that, Cathy, because it has helped me in my journey of being a female entrepreneur today in the creative industry. So thank you so much, Cathy, for everything.
A few years after I graduated undergrad, I was trying to figure out what to do with my life, and I saw and I heard about the Media Ventures program. Because of your encouragement, because of that program, is why I feel like I've had the successes that I've had in the years since. Really did change my life, and so I thank you for it. You have no idea how much your excitement and your encouragement meant to me, and still does to this day. Over the years, you've asked me to come back to talk to the other Media Ventures students, and I try to give back anything that I can because you were so instrumental in one of the most important moments of my life.
Cathy has actually had a really huge impact on my life. I was looking at 2 programs at Boston University, and I went to meet with her to better understand what the Media Ventures program was about. And she helped me see that Media Ventures was the right choice for me and my interests, and that has been a huge driving factor in everything in my life since then. So I'm eternally grateful to her for spending the time with me to really understand my passions and what I love to do.
You were one of the big reasons as to why I decided to enroll in Media Ventures, and I would not be where I am today without your support. You've left a lasting impression both on me and on the BU community. Thank you again for being the best. I honestly miss those weekly in-class write-ups where we wrote about things we found interesting in the media industry, and I always get this itch to send you something I found in the news. But since you're leaving, I won't bother you so much. I hope you enjoy your well-deserved retirement.
Whenever I'd have an office hours session with Cathy, I would always be like, WWCS, what would Cathy say? Because I knew there were going to be so many questions that I didn't have the answer to. And I think it's a privilege to have a mentor who not only listens to you, but also pushes you and challenges you to explore new perspectives. And Cathy, you've been that person for me. Thank you so much for being a pillar of support for the Media Ventures program, and we're going to miss you so much.
Congrats on your retirement. I can't believe that this day is finally here. To me, the 3 most impactful things that I've learned from you are always look for patterns. What's old is new. And as I reflect on my time in media, especially over the last few years, those words could not be truer. Always innovate, learn, and disrupt. It's the only way to add value, not only to yourself, but to the business, and as well as to consumers. And lastly, is to lead with principled integrity, because at the end of the day, that's all that we have in life. Thank you again for everything, especially your kindness and generosity, and I wish you the very best.